welcome back. Joining me at the desk is Manford Wallace, the variety show's resident manly man on staff, and he's here to share a little bit of his vast knowledge with us. Manford, thanks for joining us.
Oh, thanks, Alex. I'm glad to be here. You know, there are lots of self-proclaimed tough guys out there, and I'm just trying to teach them how the real tough guys do it.
Well, fantastic. I myself could use a few tough guy lessons, so what should our viewers know about manliness?
Well, first off, I want to talk about my favorite movie, and easily the most manly movie a person can watch. Now, any guy can sit down and watch a movie with guns and explosions and scantily clad women. Now, those are things that men actually like. It takes a real gritty character to handle The Notebook.
But The Notebook, you mean like the chick flick with Rachel McAdams?
Aye, the chick flick that may be. But if you can sit through all 123 minutes of this classic romance starring Rachel McAdams and Ryan Gosling without putting on a flowery dress and selling a few boxes of Girl Scout cookies out of insanity, you've passed the ultimate test of manliness. It's hard enough trying not to cry at the end of that beautiful, beautiful film too.
Okay, well, how about the fact that it's No Shave November? Tons of guys are going all month without shaving and growing manly beards. What do you think about that?
Not me. The art of manscaping is actually a lot more difficult than you'd think. Yes, some of the so-called manliest men in our society have beards. Just look at Chuck Norris, Billy Mays, Chewbacca. You know, they have beards, and they're usually associated with lumberjacks living deep in the forests, or sailors fighting off the monsters of the deep with nothing but their bare hands and their inabilities to swim. But nowadays, the clean-shaven men are the real pictures of manliness.
I don't understand how you looking like a 13-year-old boy is exactly manly.
Because think about the act of shaving for a minute. It involves basically taking a razor-sharp instrument and just rubbing it all over your face and body to chop off your hair. I mean, that's what I call dangerous hygiene. Once you get better at it, you can try shaving with other things like hunting knives or a chainsaw. Just don't forget to use shaving cream. Ouch.
No beards. Got it. And chainsaw, hunting knife, manly utensils. Anything else to share with us? What other manly tips can we get from you today, Manford?
Yes, well, every guy needs his faithful animal companion.
Okay, like a big tough dog, a Great Dane, maybe a Doberman.
That's where you're wrong. You might think one of the manliest pets you could have is like a polar bear with a great white shark, or like some kind of dragon made out of porcupine quills. I'm here to tell you that you want to look like a real tough guy, get a kitty. No, multiple kitties, a whole squadron of fluffy joy.
No, hold on. You're saying kitties. I know men like dogs, and a whole lot of dog lovers out there are going to be pretty upset by this. I mean, first The Notebook, now kittens?
Well,
Come on, Manford.
I'm telling the truth, all right? You can't train a cat. They do whatever they want. They're free-spirited beasts. And besides, they were worshipped as gods in ancient Egypt. And what could be manlier than mastering the gods themselves? I dressed up mine in adorable little outfits, and I named them David Tasselhoff and Chairman Meow.
Disturbing.
So,
that's going to haunt my dreams for weeks.
I think you're just jealous.
Fine. Well, what about clothes? Guys should know what to wear if they want to look as cool as you. I mean, with that hat and your 13-year-old facial hair.
I was detecting some sarcasm there, Alex, and I'm just going to ignore it like a real man. Now, the radical dudes out there should know that the manliest article of clothing available in your mansemble is capris. They make you look like you're just too tough for your clothes to fit all the way, just like the Incredible Hulk. Add a scarf and maybe a brightly embroidered sweater from your grandma, and Paul Bunyan himself will descend from the heavens to give you a high five.
Well, Manford, thanks for coming in and sharing that useful, albeit a bit strange, knowledge with us. Hopefully everyone has benefited from it. Up next, we have Pete giving his top 10 right next door. Pete?
Thanks, Alex. Well, hello, everyone. Pete here with this week's top 10. Today marks a special day in world history. This day, 20 years ago, the Berlin Wall fell, bringing Germany back together after years of separation. In honor of this historic event, I have compiled the top 10 things to come out of Germany, because if the Berlin Wall was still standing, who knows what great things we could have missed out on. At number 10 are the creative and cool fashions that come out of this great country. Companies like Puma and Adidas have meshed into American mainstream and continue to be a staple in global fashion. Just think, where would Run DMC be without those iconic laceless Adidas? At number 9 are the various breeds of dogs that have come out of Germany, from the German Shepherd to the Boxer to the ever-lovable Dachshund. German dogs are more iconic, and they make great pets. Thanks to Germany, we have dogs that look like sausages, and that is enough for me to give props to the canine breeding ground. At number 8 is the delectable German chocolate cake. Yes. Chocolate lovers around the world rejoice when they see this scrumptious item on the menu. Leave it to the Germans to take chocolate cake and cover it with chocolate frosting, leaving all cake fanatics with their jaws on the floor when they get a glimpse at this tasty morsel. And number 7 is Lederhosen, the traditional German suspender shorts combo. No single article of clothing brings me as much joy as a good pair of Lederhosen. Lederhosen are a rare mix of clothing and art with a tradition as old as Germany itself. Now, unlike the picture, I sadly have never worn them before, but anything that makes short shorts somewhat cool will make it onto my list any day. The number 6 spot belongs to German automobiles. Although nowadays people are told to buy American, there are few who can tangle with the likes of Porsche, Mercedes-Benz, and BMW. Now, although American muscle cars are very cool, and nothing says class like a Bentley, with the German automobile, you get the total package, class and power. Although they might set you back a bit, German automobiles are some of the finest around, and in many categories, they literally leave the competition in the dust. At the halfway point at number 5 is the infomercial favorite, the ShamWow. Made famous by Vince Offer and his uncanny selling antics, the ShamWow has become a household name in the cleaning industry, along the bigs such as Mr. Clean and Bounty. Now, if only Vince could stay out of jail, we might see some new commercials for this miracle rag. Rounding off at number 4 is bratwurst, and German food in general. Now, although America has the hot dog, its roots are found in the bratwurst. This, coupled with the likes of sauerkraut, knockwurst, and dumplings, makes German cuisine stick to your stomach and stick in my mind as one of the best countries to get food on the planet. At number 3 is the beautiful, the talented, the German Heidi Klum. Yes, guys out there, you know what I'm talking about. Known for her time as a supermodel, she also has some acting chops as well, and 2 fragrances to her name. Now, there really isn't much more to say about Heidi, other than I'm deeply sorry to put you at number 3. Hey, we can still be friends, right? Charlie, she's mine. At number 2 is the iconic and talented rock band, the Scorpions. Now, some people may not recognize the name, but songs like Rock You Like a Hurricane and No One Like You ring a bell to anyone who has listened to a classic rock station within the past 15 years. Putting them on this list is fitting, seeing as their hit song, Winds of Change, became the unofficial anthem for the fall of the Berlin Wall. See, this list isn't complete nonsense. Well, maybe I should retract that last statement. At the number 1 spot, I have the handsome, the wise, the daring, David Hasselhoff. Yes, I know he is American, but the fact of the matter is, German people absolutely love him, even more than they do here in America. It's weird, I know. Though people nowadays may recognize him only as the judge from America's Got Talent or from his infamous drunken video, Hasselhoff had a successful music career in Germany and is an unofficial national hero. You see, the Germans see the Hoff for who he truly is, a talented, hardworking entertainer who gives his heart and soul into every performance. Besides, he was at the Berlin Wall when it fell, so that's reason enough to put him on this list, right? Well, that's it for your top 10. I'm Pete, and I'll see you next time. Back to you, Alex.
Thank you very much, Pete. A historical and humorous top 10. We're going to head to a commercial, but stay tuned. There's more Variety Show back in 2.